Very much welcome
Right,
to the fourth. So Makhtum, you're very much welcome to the fourth edition of the Silverfin Pentathlon. How are you feeling?
It's I would say it's a good day. It looks like the sun is out in a bright way. Good weather for swimming, definitely.
Yeah.
I believe the swimmers are having fun, and once they put on the show, we definitely also enjoy what's going on.
Yeah, many of the spectators and many adults and team managers, I'm sure by now want to jump into the water because it's too hot.
I was talking to Coach Tony and telling him that the pool actually looks beautiful when you watch it from above. When you stand up on the steadies and you look
down
inside the water, it looks really beautiful.
Good,
looks like you want to jump in and take maybe 50 free, 50 fly and enjoy yourself. But well, it's for the kids today. I think it's about them. And it's good that they're enjoying themselves. So when you talk to most of them, they're having fun. They're liking the challenge. Having to swim a pentathlon. Most of them usually, when they go for a gala, the coaches are selecting their best events. So you find one who is not so good at fly, not having an opportunity to swim that at the USF events or the more at the other club events. But now here everyone gets a chance to try out all the four strokes and then the iron.
Yeah, that's very good. I mean, we're missing clubs like Sil Swim Club and Aquatics. Which, big shout out to them. Very big, good giants in swimming, rather.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, some of these clubs. But I think it's a game down to the coaches. They decide what they want to do. Sometimes the dynamics are also not right for the parents. Maybe you find them at a certain gala, or maybe they don't want to put too much pressure. And now they are nationals. They want to save as much money as they can to be around, as much time as they can to be around for those galas.
That's
an understandable choice.
It's a very good point of view. I mean, so many clubs have their individual galas even throughout the year, but Silverfin have made this one much bigger and better.
But you know what the beauty is? About I think 5 or 6 years ago, I knew almost every swimmer that was at the gala. And that wasn't so far ago. Maybe 2018, 17 or something. Right now I look around and I can't recognize half the crowd. But still, if you tell me that there are some top clubs that are not here, and yet I still can't recognize half the crowd, it's good for the sport. It means we are growing at supersonic speed.
That's very good. So we just can't wait for nationals next month.
How do you think they are looking?
I mean, it will be tight. I mean, Getters, defending champions, back-to-back champions actually. Dolphins was second, Aquatic third. And one thing I like about Aquatic is that despite their few in numbers, they always
know how to.
If it was about medals, I think Aquatic can just do a good job.
Aquatics do a good job when it comes down to medals. If you sit down and analyze all the galas they go to, and then you try to analyze the medal performance, they're always sitting at the top there. So they know how to distribute their team and give them the events where they will get medals and all that. And also, Getters is good at collecting points. Last year, Dolphins woke up because they didn't do too well in 2022, but they woke up, distributed their team well, and they managed to get back on the podium, which was very good for them. I believe this year is going to be tight. It's going to be very tight because when you look at all the galas that have been happening, you look at a team like Jaguar, and they've been doing what Aquatics does. So many swimmers in certain age groups, certain events that are topping their events. So they look like there will be people who will challenge, especially for the lower age groups, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe even 13, 14, Peyton will challenge for medals here and there. Then it's going to be tight. You look at Selfish, they have some promising swimmers. Still Dolphins and Getters, I think, will fight it out in terms of points. So then it depends on how other teams
Pop-up.
Pop-up
Yeah.
to challenge. There are some teams like Black Panther,
Yeah.
looking very good in the lower age
true.
groups.
Yeah.
And also,
Do you feel like those clubs that have younger swimmers can spring and overthrow these giant clubs in the near future?
maybe they still have work to do, but what they do for me is they balance it out, because they come and take points off getters, take points off Altona, take points off Dolphins, and then they make the mathematics very hard to predict when you go to the top. Like the guys at the top fight for points, and unlike in the past where they would fight for points to add on to what they have in the lower age groups, they're actually fighting for points to sort of cover the cracks they have down here.
Okay, cool.
Which makes the whole nationals equation this year very interesting.
Okay, so two last things I want to talk about. Number one, the numbers that are now overwhelming in Uganda. Do you feel that USF should have a junior nationals and a senior nationals?
I believe we should get to the point where we can do nationals now for 4 days. Of course, the logistics have to be working.
Like how the sales invitational was every July.
Like maybe from Thursday to
Sunday.
Ideally. I believe that we are Kampala Parents now, and it's one of the best pools that we have. If the nationals were held here, there would be very few people complaining. And then it's a 6-lane pool, and it means that now you increase the number of hits that you need to have for you to run nationals, which also means that you need more time. So an extra day could do. Last time we came here and we couldn't complete the events. So an extra day could do for nationals. But the logistics have to be permitting, because one, you're hiring the pool for an extra day, or working on the officials for an extra day, you need meals for an extra day, you need parents who are working at different jobs to be able to get leave for an extra day. So it's a lot of mathematics, but if it's well communicated early, then it's possible. But I believe that's the direction we're taking. Because if you had 600 swimmers last year, it means that this year they could be 700, they could be anything.
800,
and they also get better. So even if you say that you wanted to put a qualifying time, you find that 3/4 of that crowd will actually beat the qualifying time to be here.
Qualifying time is really necessary.
For us to also have a quality competition, to have swimmers give their best. I believe that now the sport is at a level where can dictate that we now need 4 days. Maybe not only 3 or 2, 4 days is the way to go.
And then one last thing about the medals versus the numbers. Do you feel that it shouldn't be about the number of swimmers that you have, whereby a club has 300 swimmers, therefore they're going to have a higher position on the table? And what do you think it is compared to, should we have a medal count whereby 1 gold medal is better than a club that has 300 bronze medals, 300 silver medals? Do you feel that medal counts should be important so that we teach these children the real standards, the Olympic pro standards, the international federation standards? Because it's not about, it shouldn't be about numbers, it should be about medals.
You've answered the question right there. But it's a tough balance, because one, you want to have the whole swimming team that you brought look like they are contributing towards what's happening for the club during that nationals. If your club X and you've brought 30 swimmers and maybe only 10 of them can get medals, you want the other 20 to look like they've contributed to what the club is. But again, for me as someone who has watched the sport over time, I believe that medals is the way to go. We need to get to a level where we set standards, and the players, the swimmers that you get down to the pool for nationals as we call it,
the best swimming
premier,
event,
the premier event.
in Ugandan
in
swimming.
Ugandan swimming should be
Yes.
about the best.
Yes.
So bring guys that can get us medals.
Yes.
Bring guys that can make the competition
Rather
look-
than numbers.
Yeah, the guys that show us that the coaches out there are really working.
Yeah.
And besides, we now have a league where we can count points.
Yeah.
So let's keep the
Yeah.
points in the league.
In the league.
Yeah, let's
and
have the national about medals.
medals.
Let's
Yeah,
see
medal count.
which guys are actually doing the work.
Yeah.
And
Whereby the person with the team, the club with the most gold medals.
absolutely.
Yeah. Whereby even if your club, for example, has all
10
the
swimmers,
silver
but
medals.
yeah, 10 swimmers, but we can come and do a job.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I feel like the numbers thing is a PR thing. Like,
Yeah.
I bring my club here,
Yeah.
just the
Trying to
point,
advertise and all
yeah,
that.
like an
But
advertise out
yeah,
there.
let's
I have
go
the
for-
best swimmers. But how many of the 30 swimmers that you actually
Yeah.
brought
Are
are
they
top
benefit?
swimmers?
Yeah. Are
How
they
many of
benefit?
them can we get to the national team?
Yeah.
How many of them can you yourself get and say,
Yeah.
I'm taking these guys out of the country to compete? You find
Yeah.
that they are very few.
Very
So
few. There's
for
not
the
about
nationals
one.
has to go to
Yeah.
that point of we
That
do the medal
direction.
count. Let's
Yeah.
do the medal count.
Yeah.
Let's keep points for the league.
Yeah, that's very true. It's about quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
And I feel like if this system of medals, the quantity is done, Aquatic might be one of the best clubs.
Yeah.
That
It will give us a good challenge because there are so many good swimmers out there
yeah.
whose performance during these top galas gets lost in the whole talk of so and so made points, so and so this club topped here and there. But I believe the only way that we can celebrate the best swimmers, the best coaches, is if
To
we go,
produce quantity.
yeah, if we start
Quality.
producing quality.
Quality,
If we
yeah.
start telling the story of quality.
Yes.
Yeah, you find a swimmer like say Isaiah Kuch from Silverfin.
Yeah.
They've not been top of the nationals or in the podium positions for some years now. But every gala he goes to, Luvega Akram at Aquatics, they produce quality. Abigail Mwagali at Arizona,
Yeah.
are producing quality.
Quality.
Zara,
Yeah.
before Jaguars became what it was,
Yeah.
she was producing quality.
Quality.
But their performance would get lost into the whole
Yeah,
hullabaloo of us
yeah.
looking at which clubs were the top 5, which clubs
Yeah.
were the top 3
Yeah.
in terms of collecting points, which
Yeah.
for me doesn't tell the whole story.
Yes, we're live here in Naguru at the Kampala Parents Swimming Pool for this first edition of the Silverfin Pentathlon. I've been here with Makhtum and Mashamiro. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and keep it on demand as we bring you more Ugandan swimming content.
Thank you.
Thank you.